as soon as he joined RLCS and got himself on a top tier team, it just came down to the amount of hours he's experienced with, veterans. He's got Kronovi to guide him all the way through. And I feel like now we're starting to see First Killer kind of take a little bit of that step towards being a pro and being a veteran. And we can see that in his gameplay. He's more confident in the way he moves around the field, and that's just impacting this roster so much.
There's been a lot of talk about Rogue, especially with the desk going all in on Rogue there. But if you don't know who Plot Twist are, they're a team that's been sitting in the Rival Series for plenty of seasons since Season 7. And they're a team that I think everyone has expected to do well in Rival Series, but have come up short a couple times. Now with the pickup of Sosa, things are looking up for this Plot Twist team. The Taroko-Mektos duo has been around for a while. What makes Plot Twist such a good team in your eyes, Turtle?
Well, for me, it's weird to say because normally you look at this roster and you think, Taroko and Mektos, it's always them. They always get the spotlight. Nobody else is ever mentioned. But now with Sosa on the roster, I feel like they needed a player who could do some solo plays, who could be a little bit more individualistic with the way he moves down the field. And that's exactly what he does. Sosa can take these solo plays and just turn them into great opportunities for his teammates. And he fits the mold perfectly on this team.
I think also, if you've ever heard Sosa play in any tournament, this man is hype. My man is real hype in these games, and this will certainly be no different, I'm sure, in the comms. He's screaming for his team, and I think that does a lot, especially for a team that have done okay through the last few seasons in Rival Series. They've certainly been a contender, but never the top dog.
Right.
Having that sort of confidence in your new third player come on is huge for a team.
Yeah.
As we sit here.
Even that interview with Reddles, though, you heard him talk about how he likes being confident in his team and hyping him up with the comms, and not a lot of people bring that. I think Sosa, to your point, Corelli, is a player who does just that.
That has been the case, I'm sure, for Plot Twist as we sit here at 2 minutes through the game, still tied at 0. Nobody scores. The couple chances have come and gone, but nothing is too close yet as Turinturo trying to deal with this one in front of his box. Kronovi trying to play through the midfield, had no options to the left, had to take that challenge straight on. Taroko from his own corner. Again, no options here as everyone's playing a bit safe. Nobody wants to overcommit anything, and that's fine here for the first game. It is something that you would expect, especially with a game that means so much. Both teams sitting at 2-1 as a shot comes out from First Killer. This next win means so much, and the next loss puts on that much pressure as it's your last life to qualify for next week.
I feel like a lot of the time Rogue are just kind of waiting for First Killer to do his thing, to pop off like this. Speak of the man himself, it's opportunities like that. We're just waiting to see some crazy mechanical plays come out of this guy because we know he has it in him. Even in that first game against Jamal, in that series we watched on stream, he had some crazy double touch off the ceiling plays like that, where it's almost like if you're Rogue, you don't even need to do much. Just wait it out. Hold your defense, and First Killer will eventually pop off.
It is the expectation if you go against First Killer that he's going to have something like that in the series. As a shot saved away from Mektos. Trouble here for Plot Twist as Kronovi's turned away. And they do get out of it. Maybe a counterattack if Sosa can get a piece of it. It's cut away by First Killer. This one going off the back wall. Got 2 to go from the Rogue defense. Now Sosa trying to pile on here. Couldn't get the second touch, and a good clear from Kronovi keeps off the Plot Twist offense. First Killer with a dunk, and Sosa thought he had the save, and First Killer puts it away.
We're just being patient over here, sitting, waiting, and enjoying this little game because it's up to First Killer to make the first move. Nobody else has the skills this guy has on the field mechanically, and he makes a huge spotlight play with a nice dunk. What a first goal. You can't ask for any more. And Rogue, it's nobody else involved. It's just First Killer.
And you're happy to see that if you're Rogue. That is the expectation when you bring on a guy like First Killer to this team. And now with the added weapon of Turinturo, as he's gotten more and more comfortable on this team, he has proven himself to be just as creative, just as quick. And it's exactly what a player like Kronovi needs as he puts this one off the back wall in a dangerous spot here for Plot Twist. Plot Twist have been able to put up 6 shots, maybe a 7th here from Sosa, turned away by Turinturo and Taroko. Trying to keep things alive. Great fake here from Sosa. He had to get through First Killer and couldn't do so. First Killer still fighting out for Rogue. Mektos. Couldn't get back to Kronovi. Now Sosa, the pass over Taroko's light, and Taroko couldn't get over to it. It was a good idea, not perfectly executed, as a good flick comes out from Sosa from his own corner. And plot twist, excuse me, looking for their goal here. 15 seconds left in game one.
Well, it feels like every single play has stemmed from Sosa. He's doing a good job of trying to open up plays, but it comes down to his teammates being in position so far. Nobody on the receiving end for a shot.
5 seconds left. It's up to Sosa. Pops one up. First Killer going to keep it in the air and try and just block this one down. Great work there from First Killer to kill it. The first game goes to Rogue.
And I'm telling you, man, it's just a clean performance from these guys, because when you have somebody like First Killer on your team, I don't even want to put too much responsibility, but I mean, you consider the offense for Rogue, and I'd say, what, 70% of that really is First Killer doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And that's not to discredit his teammates, because they do a great job of just waiting it out. You know, at this point, it's just stalling time so that you give First Killer several opportunities, let him get warmed up on the pitch, going for some crazy shots here and there. And then you fill in the gaps, and that's exactly what we saw. And nothing too aggressive. They didn't want to push too far down the field, get caught off guard. It was just, okay, First Killer, you do your thing. We'll stay back and hold the defense down.
And I mean, a very conservative effort, I feel like, by both teams. I had mentioned it just briefly in the middle of that game. It felt like no team was really pushing too hard to force the issue. Even there at the end, Plot Twist was still very concerned about, you know, guarding in between the top of their box and the midfield. So for Plot Twist, I mean, look, they put up 7 shots to the 7 of Rogue. So it was even in that department, but you don't really think back and think of too many dangerous chances from Plot Twist. So first games usually, especially in a game like this, teams kind of figure out where they're going to go. I expect things to pick up from both sides as we get into game 2.
Yeah, and I think a big part of the, you know, lack of opportunities just comes down to positioning. I think that Sosa was doing a great job that whole first game of opening up some chances for his teammates. I just feel like they weren't prepared for it. Maybe the communication is slightly off. Either way, you've got something to build on, but not whenever the first kickoff is against you. Kronovi right away in the face of Plot Twist.
And Kronovi with a bit of concern, which he didn't go quick on the kickoff, just kind of hung out to see where this ball was going to pop out, saw that it jumped onto the Plot Twist side and gets all over it. And a 1-goal lead in favor of Rogue.
I'm still amazed at how long Kronovi has been in RLCS, just in general, man. This guy has stuck around and is still performing at the top of the top. I mean, to this day, it's crazy, man.
Well, I think you talked about filling in the gaps for Rogue. I think Kronovi is the man that you want. If you need someone to fill in the gaps, Kronovi is your guy. And he can be the conductor downfield as well. He doesn't have to be, you know, a First Killer or a Turinturo, and that's what makes this Rogue team so balanced.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of Violet Panda a bit, how you take in a player who has so much potential, so much raw mechanical skill, and just teach him a bit of the rotational game, and then he's set. And now we're starting to reap the rewards, if you're a Rogue fan, for Kronovi's, I guess, teaching a First Killer.
He certainly has come into his own here on Rogue as Plot Twist try and fend off a minor attack from Rogue. Taroko actually pays for it with his life. It comes out to Turinturo. What does he have in store? He takes a shot to the back post, and Sosa there to clear it away. Rogue getting the better Plot Twist right now as First Killer tried to find this one off the back wall. Read nicely by Taroko. Sosa quick down the field. This ball dangerously comes out, but nobody from Plot Twist there to capitalize. Taroko and Nektos both sitting very far back on their end.
Yeah, it's super hesitant. It feels like they kind of just want to chill back a bit more, relax, and hope that somebody's going to clear to them. But Rogue have the patience to dribble these, and they're still putting on shot after shot. Got to be a bit more aggressive. You'd expect after the game 1 jitters are out, they'd push up forward a bit more. But there's a good demo. This could be a chance here, but Turinturo, nice little save from him to block out any attempt.
Tough opportunity there for Taroko as well. He got up to it uncontested, had the boost to at least get to the ball, but not enough to follow up. And speaking of follow-ups, Kronovi comes through and Taroko to turn it away, but the defense in shambles for Plot Twist. Taroko does well to bail his team out.
Yeah, thankfully after that double commit, communication just slightly off. I think that relates to the positioning too I talked about earlier. Plot Twist not the most organized, but thankfully they have somebody to bail them out. They're still only trailing by 1 goal. Definitely possible. We've got half the game left. I think Pirelli, if they just be a little bit less hesitant on the field, push up a bit more, things are going to start going their way.
It does feel like that's the case, as we haven't really seen a very full press here from Plot Twist. A couple not so fruitful attacks, but other than that, Plot Twist haven't been too dangerous. Nektos maybe trying to change that here if he can get over it. And there's a second man going for Plot Twist. But Taroko just has to buy time for his team to get back. Now Turinturo with the full midfield ahead of him, pops it up to First Killer, and Turinturo again, still on this stall, trying to play it towards the midfield. Mektos does a good job of getting in the way, at least for now. Kronovi pushes away Taroko, and Sosa's got to make a tough save.
Look at all the space. So much space for Kronovi. Right here to pass it across too. Easy shots right now. Rogue, all this space given to them. Plot twist, what are they doing? They're just sitting back, waiting, trying to block out the clear.
And Plot twist once again do get out of it. Here's Sosa to pick this one up. He's got Kronovi in front of looking for the lead blocker, and it comes through, and Sosa puts it away.
Turtling up on defense has its benefits, I guess, because you make a counterattack as good as this. It's Sosa doing it himself. We got a bump on Kronovi as well in the net. Pretty much all Sosa had to do there was just wait it out. You see him taking it into the air right there, trying to stall out as much time as he could buy. And that's why he just kind of boosted a little bit, feathering that boost, trying to get behind it, and waits for the bump to come in. Somehow they tied this one up when Rogue have given all the space.
Taroko trying to pile it on, and it's into the top right corner, and all of a sudden the offense for Plot Twist comes alive.
Where did this come from? I didn't expect any of this aggression. It seemed like they were just waiting to flip the switch. Turinturo, not the best clear. Try to go for a little bit of a pinch in the corner. It's so hard to read those, especially when they're going off the upper corner of the arena. So definitely, that's a heartbreaker because you feel like you got to get that clear if you're Turinturo.
You weren't convinced by the first one, or from the first one, a Plot Twist. The second one immediately comes through for Taroko, and they're still putting on the pressure. Plot Twist seem to have picked up the pace here late into game 2, at least for now. Still plenty of time for Rogue to get back into it. It's Kronovi in pursuit into the Plot Twist corner. Up and over Taroko. Dangerous ball here, looking for follow-up. First killer's there, and it's weak and given away to Sosa. Here's first killer coming up on 45 seconds left for Rogue. Just need one. First killer puts it out towards Turinturo. Taroko. Mektos on the back wall does get a touch across, and that will get over to Sosa. So keeping possession only for a moment is Plot Twist, and Turinturo gets dunked by Mektos. Less than 30 seconds now for Rogue. Plot Twist trying to prevent everything in the midfield right now to at least slow down Rogue. Turinturo looking for a second touch, does get it, met by Sosa. 15 seconds left. Kronovi trying to stop the clear from Taroko, but he gets by. Here's Turinturo again. Kronovi's up, 2 up for Rogue. First killer has only just a bit of boost to work with, and one more chance. Kronovi's there, and it's going to drop down, and Plot Twist will tie up the series. So an unfortunate game for Rogue, as they were holding on to the lead for quite some time, and at least until Plot Twist came back into it. A great first goal by Sosa, as well, as it was very tough for Rogue to leave that last defender exposed, and then Taroko barreling through to punch that last defender out of the way. Go ahead and take a look at some of the replays here.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't hear you.
Again, a lot of opportunity left on the table here for Rogue. They put up 10 shots in this game to the 6th of Plot Twist. So it's not like Rogue didn't have opportunity here. It's just unfortunate that they couldn't get things to go. And Plot Twist do stay alive only for now, as I believe Turtle is having some microphone issue. Yes, okay, Turtle having some microphone. So he's going to figure that out. I'll keep talking here. As Plot Twist, again, a 1-1 series now, and Turtle and I had talked about it a little bit, but we do expect players like First Killer, like Turinturo, to really lead the charge for Rogue. And when that option is taken away from Rogue, they really do have to get creative moving down the field. So for Plot Twist, the conservative effort has been proven here in this second game, and I think it's going to be interesting to see, can they carry that on into game 3. So we jump in to the next game. This First Killer has to make a save right off the bat. Plot Twist trying to find a way out. Mektos on the clear away, and a good demo from Mektos as well on Kronovi. First Killer does get a clear. Turinturo is going to get the goal. I didn't think that was going in, but it does come down, and Rogue get the go-ahead goal.
Corelli, I'm back, and this is the best time to return because we're seeing Turinturo pop off. What a pinch shot from the ceiling. There's no better moment to return to this game than right there, Corelli. I couldn't ask for a better shot to see from Rogue.
Well, we're happy to have you back, Turtle, and Rogue are better for it, at least for now.
Yeah.
Mektos trying to fight in the midfield, and I do remember in seasons past of being on Rival Series, Mektos has been such a bully, especially in the midfield, does a great job of just preventing clears or preventing attacks at the midfield line. He's willing to use a lot of boosts, knowing that he can stop any passing lanes from going as Kronovi's shot turned away by Taroko.
Seems like we're seeing another repeat of game one as well, where Rogue, so much offense from them, stomping out Plot Twist. It feels like, again, they're making use of the space. Look at Turinturo. I love those small little touches. That's what Rogue do so well. When they're given space, it seems like they're not panicking with it. They don't want to fall into that trap of boomer ball, passing it back and forth with clear to clear. They are taking their time. Even Turo in the air, look at this man, popping off shot after shot getting put on, and it's all thanks to that space.
You can't really give space to players like Turinturo as First Killer pinches it off the ceiling. Rogue trying to pile on the score here. Kronovi, a second touch. He does get it by, and he gets everyone to bite on it. So a dangerous attempt there from Kronovi. Comes out to Turinturo looking for the top left, and it turned away by Mektos. And this is exactly what we saw previously. The attacks from Rogue are quite a bit. They're very abundant here as Plot Twist struggle to break out from their end, but still do a good job of making saves.
Oh, and even Mektos there. Look at him in the net after the demo. It's the recovery. These guys and their defense, that's what's holding on so strong for them. Even though the rotation's not the best, it's those saves, those last second saves. But is it enough? It's not. Save after save. You can't do much when so many shots are getting put on.
Already 8 shots for Rogue and 5 saves for Plot Twist. Finally, crack in the defense on the goal line, rather, as Taroko jump after jump there with no boost. It's tough to break out from that position. The constant shooting makes it difficult to even collect that one pad in front of you.
Well, it's such a frustrating game, too, because against Rogue, I mean, you think to yourself, we got to get in front of these shots, but you can't match the pace most of the time against Turo and First Good. These guys are so fast to get up, so mechanical. So even when you do push up, you're probably going to get beat to the ball anyway. So at that point, it just comes down to getting the goal line saves, trying to cut off the angle as best as possible. You have to make a prediction on the shot. Otherwise, you are going to get capitalized on.
And what's really throwing off the the Plot Twist defense is just the mix-up in pace. Take a look at the way this one goes in. First Killer quickly comes over the ball, and instead of going for the touch, instead goes for the bump and lets that one come across. Kurnovi, of course, is going to be there for Rogue, and Plot Twist defense has just been in shambles the entirety of this game.
And the Rogue offense we're seeing actually is a little bit reminiscent of the SSG offense that we have seen. I do think SSG have a little bit of an advantage in terms of having Civico on their team, but other than that, there's so many layers in their offense that they can attack with. There's a shot from Mektos off the post, goes straight down, so close, yet so far. These guys have been really put under the pressure. But like I was saying, it just feels like it's so similar to SSG, where they can get so many different layered attacks, have a demo, have a great pass, or even go for a slow play. And that's what makes them so threatening. You don't know what they're going to do on defense. You can't make a decision.
Well, that was a great effort there from Plot Twist, but unfortunately not on target. Everyone was committed on the play as well. They're lucky they didn't get counterattacked. As Turinturo has a dangerous shot to the back post as he contorts to get to that ball. The defense were fooled. First Killer can't get up to this one, not quick enough this time, as Kurnovi happy to take this one into the air, looking for a second touch off the back wall. Does come down dangerously, but Sosa knew it all along and does get a clear away. A missed touch from Turinturo, comes out to Mektos, and he gets one back for Plot Twist.
I don't even know what I'm watching at this point. This defense right now, Turinturo, he went for a 50, completely mistimed it. First Killer doesn't expect that at all. He was trying to dodge a demo. Chaotic defense right now. Plot Twist will definitely take that. They got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. It's definitely possible, but at this point, I don't think you're going to get many mistakes like that at a Rogue.
No, I do not think so, as well, as Sosa looking for a second touch does get it, but not on target and not to a teammate. Taroko, big clear Plot Twist need to make some magic happen here, and this could be their opportunity. Sosa, or excuse me, Taroko off the crossbar. Sosa's there as he read the clear. And still another chance.
Did you see First Killer read that save as well off the crossbar? He knew it was going to bounce down, and that's how he got the clear. Otherwise, there would have been a follow-up. Insane defense from him.
Still Plot Twist pressing on. They have 10 shots in their own right to the 14 that Rogue had put on, so lots of shots from both sides. Sosa downfield to Mektos. They need one here with some time left to get into the kickoff, and it's going to be tough to break this Rogue defense so far. They've been able to stave off a lot of the shots coming their way. 10 seconds left. It's just not going to happen for Plot Twist. Mektos, one last ditch effort to Taroko, but it's just not enough. Turintro gets in the way of that one, and Kronovi puts it to bed. Great work here from Rogue. So many shots, so much offense, and Plot Twist just couldn't keep up.
Oh, 100%. And it was, again, that space. I don't know how else to put it other than the fact that you just need to infiltrate the space. You know, you're not going to beat them to the ball, but at that point, you have to predict. Try and block off the angle. I think you just come from the approach in net, stopping all the shots from at least going towards your net. And then that way, they can just force you to the corner, and somebody behind you can recover. And at that point, it's too late, man. Rogue on point today. And First Killer, I'm still amazed with his mechanics, dude. Every day, this guy impresses me.
I think he will impress us for the entirety of his career. He is a one-of-a-kind type of player and has proven himself to be a massive asset to the team here in Rogue. And they are better for it, certainly. And of course, with the pickup of Turintro as well. We've talked about it many times. But for Rogue, they've seemed to slowly be on this uptrend, or maybe quickly on an uptrend here, as they are gaining steam as they move forward here. They do need to take down Plot Twist one more time to get to next week. And Plot Twist, though, on the other side, look, they put up 10 shots in this game. It wasn't like they didn't have offense, but you really can't. It's tough to expect to win a game when you give up 16 shots in a single game.
Well, and it's the same type of approach every single time. I feel like when Plot Twist gets on the offensive half of the field, they're kind of just going for the same thing. You know, get a nice little midfield pass, maybe a shot on net. That's about it. You know, we don't see that many demos. Sosa is having trouble going for the 1v1 plays because the defense is just too good out of Rogue. And I think that maybe just mix it up a bit with some physicality, some good demos here and there, because at this point, it's feeling hopeless if you can't get your shots up. I don't know what else to tell you, Plot Twist, but Rogue, too good right now.
Well, it's not even getting your shots up, right? It's just the quality of these shots have to go up. You have a couple great setups throughout that last game in particular, where it felt like, you know, the shot was just off, quite frankly. It was just missed. It wasn't even on target. It wasn't even like Rogue had to make an incredible save. The shot just wasn't hit. And aside from the one mistake from Rogue, we didn't really see a lot of other dangerous chances come out from Plot Twist.
Yeah. But look at those touches as well from Turintro to get it back to First Killer. It's just on another level that First Killer can go in and do this. But pay attention. Look at Turo's pass to him. It goes behind him because he knows First is there. That is beautiful. I love that play.
What a great play from First Killer. So quick, and a great boost management as well. He went up that wall with 98, came up off the wall at about 76, and then just boosted through the wall all the way into the back of the net. And Plot Twist not quick enough. Here's First Killer again. Maybe a second touch opportunity, as he didn't get it. And Plot Twist do not want to go down early. This is your last chance in this series to get back, and Sosa is going to give them a shot to tie it back up.
We got to take another look at this. Taroko taking his time with that clear, and it's Turo with a little pass out. See, even when I was watching this play, I thought maybe somebody on the side of Plot Twist got that out to Sosa, but no, it was just a missed hit on Rogue. They're getting handed free goals left and right. But like I said, Rogue's opportunities are just so much more than the mistakes they're giving up.
Mektos, I think, got a little bit more than he wanted. Kronovi looking for a second touch, doesn't get it. Turintro dunked away as Mektos looking for the midfield. Sosa's there. Sosa trying to give it back. 19 boost here from Mektos. It's turned away by First Killer. Taroko goes, and it comes out back to Mektos. Plot Twist do have Rogue on the ropes here. A demo, and put away by Sosa. Taroko was taken out of play, but it doesn't matter.
Here we go. Things getting started. I think it's the first time we've seen Rogue get panicked on defense. A double commit happened earlier on, and then Mektos. Beautiful transition to the corner there to bring that one to the midfield. And it's that first touch. That's what we've been seeing out of Rogue, where they keep it close on that first hit. They can follow up afterwards, and Plot Twist take a little bit of that play out of Rogue's playbook.
Plot twists are not going to go silently as they are just turning up the heat, turning up the pace. Mektos shot put away again. A third goal for Plot Twist. Sosa with 2, Mektos with his first.
See, now this is where we might see things to crumble for Rogue. First killer had to clear. Kronovi got in front of it, trying to do everything. Panicked play again. That's the second goal. Right back to back. Something is breaking in the communication side of Rogue. It feels like everything is starting to crash down. They need to pick things up because Plot Twist, not only are they getting handed free goals, but they're also forcing great mistakes.
Oh,
Another
no,
one. What is this?
Huge dunk from Mektos from his own side. That's a tough one for Rogue. Out of all the goals they've given up, that one might be the most heartbreaking, as unfortunately they were not expecting the big clear coming out. And Mektos gets credit for that one. Now 2 in his name. Big clear coming out from first killer as he is dunked away. Kronovi trying to follow back up. Here's Taroko. Second touch opportunity as first killer has to dunk him. First killer trying to get in the way of that one as he can't push it out. Here's Turinturo. Rogue really need to get something happening here. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Here's first killer, full boost to work with. Takes it into the air, looking for the defense to come in, and he does put it off the crossbar. Follow up from Turinturo's there. It's too wide. Kronovi can't get around to it. This one's going to go off the crossbar. Rogue need this goal so desperately, and Kronovi another shot turned away by Sosa. Still another chance as Turinturo can't get to it.
That was such a good opportunity, too, for everyone on Rogue. Forcing 50s. Now we see some bumps out of Kronovi. You're right, Crowley. They are so desperate to get this ball in. You can even see in the shots. It doesn't even matter where they are. They're trying to put this one in the net. Somebody, please miss a save. That's what they're hoping. But fortunately, if you're a Plot Twist fan, they're not going to be giving up free goals like Rogue is.
Oh, Mektos could put it away there as the second one comes off the crossbar. Sosa's got to turn around, and first killer has just enough boost. Can't carry it all the way. Sosa turns it out. And Plot Twist stay alive. Looking to force a game 5 here. Here's Taroko.
That's on.
Shot. And that was a tough save for first killer that came off the crossbar. We will get a second touch. Mektos, Taroko's there. It's just too high off the crossbar again. Both teams having some accuracy issues.
It's that duo you got to fear, Mektos and Taroko. Usually Mektos in the corner as well. He's the one passing that one out. Doing a great job of setting up his teammates. And now the defense even more on point. Sosa, a big miss there. See what Rogue have to work with. 1 minute and 11 seconds. This is where you need to put one in or else you're hopeless right now to finish the series out. And there it is. Turinturo answers my prayers. There it is.
Just slips it in under the crossbar there. And a good challenge from first killer. Look at the angle here from Turinturo. Comes off the inside of the goal and then into the net. Off the corner there. And gives some hope here to Rogue.
Yeah, just in time. Mentality was looking a little bit negative there, most likely in the comms. I mean, how do you stay positive after you miss so many chances on net, but feels good to get one in, and you still got some time to close this series out.
Mektos carrying this one away. Plot Twist trying to hold on to their lead, only up by 2, but it's enough. Sosa tosses this one up for Taroko, and a second touch bit too high. It's going to bounce in the front of Kronovi's face and in. Taroko gets credit for it, and a 3-goal lead for Plot Twist.
What is happening? What are these plays? Plot Twist are throwing it out. I think Sosa might have gotten a piece of the defender there on Rogue and forced the issue. Now we've got maybe an own goal on the side. They've got 3 goals up. Plot Twist looking as confident as ever, whether it's a free goal, a really hard worked one, or maybe just a great pass overall. Mektos, Taroko, the duo's there. Sosa with some individual plays back and forth. And they're back in the series, warmed up. There it is, baby.
What a play from Sosa. 84 boost going up and taking into the air dribble. Backflips to get the dunk on first killer, down and away. Kronovi couldn't do anything about it. And Sosa, a highlight play to top off this game.
That is what we expect. That's what I was talking about. You asked me what makes Plot Twist a special team. And you know, you always talk about Mektos and Taroko, the duo, but then Sosa will come out with plays like that that take your breath away.
And that will be all she wrote here in Game 4. It will be a Game 5 to decide who moves on and who will have to play another series here. Remember, both these teams sitting at 2-1, so nobody's out with the loss in this series. But one will move on to next weekend as Plot Twist do close it out when we move on to a Game 5.
See, now, Corellia, I'm curious if we don't see any defensive mistakes, how close of a game are we going to get? Because Plot Twist, while they earned, I'd say 2 or 3, they worked hard. They had the pressure there. They forced Rogue into some uncomfortable situations. But at the end of the day, you just got to be honest with yourself. Rogue gave away so many free opportunities directly to Plot Twist's doorstep. I mean, how long can you go without trying to fix up those issues?
Well, it's a complete shootout as well. I mean, there is something to be said. I mean, with the amount of goals that we're, seeing, so many, eventually the defense is going to crack. It does feel like, I mean, both teams are putting up a massive amount of shots here. There's, 12 on the Plot Twist side in this game, and then 11 on the other side for Rogue. It's been very even as well. It's not like one team has been out shooting the other. Even in the game that Rogue had 16 shots, Plot Twist had, I think, 10 of their own. So, I mean, there are shots left and right. It's tough to defend that many shots. Anything over 10 is a lot in my book.
Well, and I think that Rogue's defense is crumbling a bit more under all those shots. Plot Twist, they're used to it by now. We're going into Game 5. I think they were getting kind of tossed around by Rogue at first, but now they've settled down on the defense, and you can see they're holding it down much better and giving Rogue a taste of their own medicine. So here as we go into Game 5, let's see if defenses will settle down or if we'll get another shootout, because it's entertaining either way. I love to see both teams just throw complete offenses forward and not even care whatsoever about your defense. It's great.
I think if you're a Plot Twist fan or on the Plot Twist team, you're very happy with the result here in this series, even if you do end up losing because of the pickup with Sosa and taking on a very tough team in Rogue and opening up Game 5 with the first goal, Taroko on it first.
I mean, I'd be tilted if I'm Rogue, to be honest. You give away a lot of free nets, and then all of a sudden, Game 5, this is your chance to reset, and you get hit in the face with a kickoff goal. That's got to hurt.
So the first 5 seconds go to Plot Twist. But from what we've seen in the last game, Rogue are going to get a massive amount of opportunity. It's just how this series has gone, as Mektos has to clear it off his own back wall. Here's Turo looking for the back wall as well. Cleared away by Taroko.
And what I don't like seeing from Rogue is it feels like they are starting to fall into that trap of clear ball. At first, they were dominating Plot Twist in the midfield space because those little touches at first were close to them. They could follow it up after, but now we're seeing more panicked situations, so it's forcing them to clear it out, giving the ball back to Plot Twist and letting them shoot.
It does feel that way, and I think that Plot Twist might benefit off from that as well. They do a good job of intercepting a lot of balls. There's a good demo though, in an open net. Sosa taken out by Kronovi, and that's a free goal for Rogue.
Nice little physical play here, and Turo has to just force that 50 upwards. Did a great job. That's all you expect to see from Turo right there, is just get a solid 50. Not thinking about the goal too much, just trying to force the issue. Sets it up. Kronovi then goes for the demo. And like I talked about earlier, it's everybody thrown on offense. I love this type of play style because it's just so entertaining to watch.
And that goal is one of those intangibles from Kronovi. It's not really going to show up on any stat. But that demo is what opens up a net. And look at the laser from Sosa, and the defense can't hold on to it from Rogue.
It's Sosa alone. Mektos a good job finding him, but either way, look at how far away he was from the net. If he didn't hit that with the same power, he would not have gotten that goal. You expect the goalkeeper 9 times out of 10 to save it. It just all depends on the shot. Sosa alone carrying this team right now in Game 5.
Kronovi does a good job to cut out that midfield pass. Rogue looking to tie back up. First killer doing whatever that was as he gets past one defender, and now Sosa. Only 18 boosts. Tough to get back to this one. Crow not dealing with it that well, but does get a backwards flick, and then the challenge on Taroko. So well done by Kronovi in the end.
2v1.
The pass from Turo off the crossbar from first killer shot. Put away by Turo. We're tied up.
Kronovi, what a huge play. His name isn't even involved here in the replay, but he did all that work to force the 2v1. Turo first kill. That's routine for them. Somebody goes out into the midfield. We've got a banger shot on net, and then a clean follow-up. You can't ask for more. What a play from Rogue.
Yeah, and again, like you pointed out, Turtle, That all started from Kronovi with that backwards flick over the first defender, and then the challenge in the midfield to at least keep the play forward for Rogue. Here's a shot from Turojo. Back post is just too wide. Now the quick clear from Sosa as Kronovi hedged well there to get back to this ball, and he might get back or past Taroko. Mektos has to clean it up. A shot comes down and turned away off the post. Kronovi thought it was going to go wide and actually gets past him as Sosa having to pick up some boost. He can't follow up the play. Taroko clears it right back towards the midfield. A lot of these clears, Turtle, from Plot Twist are landing right in the lap of Rogue right now.
Yeah, but it does feel at the same time like Plot Twist, even though they can't get in front of the shot completely, they're just cutting off the angle to the net. As long as you can get in front of that path, you'll force Rogue to just shove that ball into the corner and stop out any momentum. So even if they can't match the pace, as long as they can cut off that angle, they're fine.
Dangerous play here from Sosa, and he gives it up right in front of Turintro, and first killer will put it away for Rogue.
Oh, Sosa tried to control it too, maybe go for a little bit of a back pass, but the communication wasn't there. Taroko, he didn't know what he was doing. Maybe he was going to take it across the net and swipe it to the other side. He was just being patient, and so much confusion on the side of Plot Twist. That's a goal that you don't want to give up. That's a Rogue-style goal that we saw in the past few games.
Yeah, a bit of an unforced error there, if you ask me, as they... Or as Sosa kind of brought that one across in front of the net. Shot down from first killer, save off the crossbar from Taroko. Then he gets back to it again. A huge defensive effort by Taroko to at least stay down by only one goal. What a play from him.
And even earlier, he got that save off the post. Dude has been the savior they need right now in Game 5. Without him, I mean, you would just know this team would fall apart. Again, he can't save that. Nothing left for Taroko. The shooting of Rogue just getting more and more better.
He had zero boost. He went to go pick up the one pad, and as soon as he went for it, first killer sends a 72-mile-an-hour shot just from where he came from. And unfortunately, he can only block so many.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to earn his team a goal back. Can he get the second touchdown? And he did, but Kronovi wonderfully positioned there. Pass out from Sosa over to Mektos. Shot off the crossbar, and Turintro lands on it to clear it away. Taroko back to Mektos. Shot turned away by Kronovi as Rogue's defense starts to pop off.
They're so close. They have the midfield passing. It's just the third man. By the time a shot comes on, the third man isn't even ready to capitalize and punish again. But finally, after, what is this, the 8th midfield pass in a row, they get one.
They finally break the defense. Mektos just quicker to the ball this time. No chance for Rogue. And a minute and 17 seconds left. Plot Twist doing their best to get back into it. They've got
more than enough time. More than enough time.
Kickoff comes in favor of Rogue in the end. First killer does pick it up. You certainly don't want to force it if you're Plot Twist. You know you're going to get a couple more shots here in the next minute. No need to overcommit quite yet. Good bump from Mektos. Sosa can't get a second touch. Taroko trying to force the issue through the corner of Rogue. Here's Sosa, has full boost to work with and might be able to get back to it here off the miss. Kronovi does a great job on that back wall to clear it away.
Kronovi had zero boost that whole time. They have been getting starved, and he still managed to get the clear. That is the type of defense that Rogue needs in these final seconds if they want to hold on.
Here's first killer. Happy to just boom it into the corner of Plot Twist. Taroko can't get up to it fast enough. Mektos has got to bail out Plot Twist. He does. Great first touch to follow it up. Sosa's there, and Kronovi gets just enough of a touch to push it to his corner.
And I'm watching his perspective still. He's just getting in the way of these passes. He's not worried about anything else but holding down the defense. The final 10 seconds, Game 5. They just need to keep this ball up. Plot Twist, one more drive, and they need a shot.
This will be their last chance if they can keep it up, and it doesn't look to be the case. Taroko's going to keep it alive. Mektos has support in Sosa, so hold on. Plot Twist might have another chance. It comes out to Taroko and Mektos. They both go, and that'll do it. Rogue will take it down and take them down in Game 5.
And the double commit at the end is so painful to see. Maybe that third man, who went as well, would have been able to follow up the shot. But it's Rogue on top. Kronovi, the defense at the end. The scoreboard might not represent, You know, I feel like he deserves maybe 4 times as many points as that because the dude was unstoppable on the defensive side, getting in front of every single pass attempt and letting Turbo and First Killer go do what they do best on offense.
Again, another high shooting game, 11 shots in favor of Rogue to the 8 of Plot Twist. So I think this is a great result if you're a Plot Twist fan. This Rogue team is very good here in North America, and happy to see Rogue now go 3-1. They will move on till next weekend, so congratulations to them. Obviously, this Rogue team, again, on a very huge uptrend, so we'll see how they do in the future. But we got more games of Rocket League coming up. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we've got more stuff to look at.